Hi everybody, welcome to Southern Comfort with Debbie's DIYs. I'm sorry, I have raffia that I'm trying to keep my kittens away from. We have 7 cats and they are in love with my raffia. So what you're going to need today is, we're going to be making these. Some little no-sew carrots. And what you're going to need is whatever fabric you choose. A dowel or a butter knife, whatever you want to use. A couple of picks of greenery. You could use fern, you could use whatever you want. I like these. These are like lamb's ears from the dollar store. I got the dowel from the dollar store. And you're going to need some wire cutters, some scissors, and some stuffing. And some raffia. Sorry guys.
Cat optional.
Yeah, the cat is optional. So let me see if I can get him to leave it alone here for a minute. Before we get started, if you could sprinkle the love, that means this. We're not allowed to say that, so I appreciate it if you do. It helps me out tremendously. And I'm so thankful you guys are here with me tonight. So what we're going to do to get started is get rid of the cat. And we're going to open our fabric. What I have here is 12 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squares by 12 squares. You can make it 10 squares by 10 squares. You could make it 15 squares by 15 squares. It's up to you on how big you want your carrot to be. I'm just going to cut this little ruffle off on the end here because I don't want it to be in it. Now what you're going to do is fold it in half. Oh, you're also going to need a zip tie. You're going to fold it in half. And you're just going to kind of imagine the shape of a carrot here. Start from the corner. Make sure you're cutting towards the side that's open. If you cut towards the side that's closed, you're not going to get what you want. So we're going to cut from the corner. And just go towards the other corner, right like this. Okay, this we don't need. So now, if you have fabric that's not the same on both sides, mine is the same on both sides. If you have the fabric that's not the same on both sides, you want the side that you want to see, you want it to be on the inside. Right, so the side that you don't want to see, you'd want it facing up. So now what we're going to do is glue these together. And we're going to start down here at the end. I hope you can see this. I'm just going to go right from the corner here, get as close as you can to the edge. I'm sorry, I have border collie puppies being born right now. And it's making all my other dogs go crazy. I am a border collie breeder and a Saint Bernard breeder. So we have a lot of dogs. And I apologize if you hear the barking tonight. They're all being a little bit crazy. Now we're going to continue on and just put a very light bead. You don't want to put too much. And go in smaller sections so that way you have time to hold it shut a little bit. Just like that. Okay? Now, we're going to end it right up here. Too easy, right? No sew. There you go. I can sew, but it's just much easier to do it this way than it is to actually pull out my sewing machine and run a line down it. So now you're going to turn it inside out. And what I do is I like to keep my hand right in here and just kind of pull the end to you so that you can grab it with your fingertips. Right? So So you're going to go like that. And grab it like this. Now we do have our little trusty dowel over here that will push it down. I just find it easier to get it the best way I can with my fingers right here. I don't know if you can hear those little puppies crying up there or not, but they are whining away. Almost got this. Now see, my end came undone. So, what you're going to do is make sure you got this apart. Because you don't want to glue it together. My husband Neil is over here with the camera. Say hi to Neil, everybody.
Hello. Hey, Lokai, what are you doing?
We're starting a new thing here, and basically, if we can get 100 shares by next Friday, we are going to give away a prize. And you won't know what it is till you get it. And what you do is, I get 100 views by you sprinkling the love, doing this. And if you sprinkle the love, make sure you write in the comments that you sprinkled. Okay? There we go. Now I got it. Okay, so now what you're going to do is take your stuffing. There's a cat here again. You're going to want to start out with just a little bit, because if you I'm sorry, I'm coming down with a cold. If you overstuff it down at the bottom, you could bust it out, your seam apart, and you don't really want to do that. So you're just going to take a little bit, push it down in there. It's easier to stuff it with your hand at first, just till you get it down far enough.
But you're not telling the viewers to stuff it, right?
No. Yeah, just stuff it. See, now I have it most of the way down there. Now you can take your trusty dowel here and just stick it in there, kind of push it down in there. See? Now it's nice and in there, nice and tight. So now you're just going to pull it apart and keep stuffing it. Pushing it down as you go. Look, hi, kitty. You're being silly. And you want it to be kind of stuffed, you know, so it's hard. You don't want it to be too squishy. And you also don't want to overstuff it. So you don't want it to be rock hard. You just want it to be hard enough. Kitty. This is Lokai, everybody.
Crafting with cats.
That's what I should have named this. Crafting with cat. Because it's impossible to craft around here. Oh, I'm getting a sore throat. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't mean to keep coughing. Okay. Kitty. Kitty, kitty.
Kitty, kitty, kitty.
He's trying to get the cat's attention, but he's like mesmerized by what I'm doing here. Okay. So you want to leave yourself enough room to gather all this together up here. You're going to take your twist tie. Now see how I have this? See, it's still squishy, but not too squishy. That's the technical term, squishy. Oh, hold on, I think I need to pull this a little bit tighter over here. Hold on, I'm stuck by a cat. And see how I'm opening this up like this? And I'm doing this because we're not going to close this up too tight because we have to stick our picks in there. So we don't want to hold it too tight, and we want to, you don't want to crinkle this up around the hole too much. Then you won't be able to find the middle. Now, let's see. I only have one of these, and believe me, I wish I had a smaller one, but I don't. Do by yourself. You just kind of hold it and push it with your finger like that. Now when you go, don't go really, really, really tight. You just want to enough to hold it in place. Kind of like that. See how much room I have in there? Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we are going to cut our picks here. Take off our tags. Carrots generally have much greener greens in these leaves in this, but I kind of like these lamb's ears. I think they're really pretty. And I'm cutting them about this far down. I don't know if I want to use 2 or 3 yet. So I'm just going to see how these will look. Okay, see how I have the hole right there? And you can see the stuffing? That's what you want. So what I'm going to do is put a whole bunch of glue on this. And then open it up. And shove it down in there. Okay. I'm going to do this one. Oh no, I just glued it shut. Hang on. There we go. I just pulled it right back open. What do you think? Think it needs one more?
Yeah.
Okay, one more it is. You see, my hole isn't quite big enough for this one, so I'm just going to have to squish it in there. Let's see. There it goes. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this as tight as I can. Make sure it's really tight. And then I'm going to cut this off. So this is what we have right now. Now to cover this up, you can leave it just like this if you want. You don't have to go any further with it. Because, you know, your little bit here is going to just cover it up regardless. But I'm going to use some raffia. I want it to look just a little bit more rustic. And when you do your raffia, you want to start at the back where your seam is. Put your raffia back here, underneath your fabric. And then you're going to make a knot. I'm sorry, am I going under the camera?
Mm-hmm.
breathe a lot when I craft. And if you don't know me yet, I craft a lot in my pajamas. That's just the way, what did I do here? Hold on a minute. That's just the way, we live out in the woods, in a very rural area. There's not a lot of people that are here. So when I'm home, I just like to be comfy. Alright, let me try this one more time. There it is. I'm just going to tie it one more time. Just so I have a knot. What is wrong with this thing? It's doing it again. Hold on. There we go. Just like that. Kind of pull them close together. Now if you want, you could leave it like that. I'm just going to cut mine off some. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm blocking it. Sorry guys, I'm right-handed. So I kind of like mine just like that. And there you go. Now you can also cut this off if you want to. I kind of like it. So I'm just going to leave it on there. And there it is. Thanks for spending your evening with me. And remember again to sprinkle the love if you really enjoyed what we did here. Have a great night, guys.